Hi, hello, happy Earth Day, Wednesday to everyone. So I wanted to hop on and reach out to y'all and just share some seeding experience that I have. I get quite a few questions in the spring, which I totally welcome. I get excited each question that I get asked. Just ask my husband. I squeal, and he's often asking, what are you doing? Talking plants. So anyway, it has been requested by a good friend of mine to do a video. So I am, and what better day than Earth Day to do this. Today what we're gonna do is we are going to seed. All right, general rule, it's pretty much the same across the board when it comes to seeding. There are some minute differences, but you know, when it comes down to it, just try it. So, all right, I have a pre-filled flat here. These are bigger flats. They're 45 cell flats. This is what we grow in at work. I really wanted to do this video at home and use supplies at home, but I have a 2-year-old and he is a very eager gardener, and he goes really quick. He pushes the gun, drives you hard. So anyway, what we're gonna do is we're also gonna be seeding some common milkweed, Asclepias syriaca, which is the host plant for monarchs, and it's a biggie for my job because that's what I do. I want to promote pollinators. So these cells are actually a little too full because I want room for my seeds, so I'm just gonna divvy some out real quick. Here, this is what I'm doing. I'm just making a little bit of room in the cell for the seed, and then of course for that cover soil that we're going to put over the seed. Now, when I said that it's generally this, you know, rule of thumb and same rules apply for any seed, it is, you're going to want to plant your seeds, imagine about 3 seeds deep. That's what my teacher always told me. And so if you're planting seeds that are the size of pepper flakes or smaller, you know, then you really don't need too much room, and we probably didn't need to do this. But the seed that we are planting today in today's demonstration is common milkweed, Asclepias syriaca. I say the common name as well as the Latin name. I'm a big fan of the Latin names because there's usually only 1, maybe 2 for that plant, but common names, there's a whole bunch of those. And it's often, it's easy to get confused with what plant people are talking about. So again, plant questions, I'm a big fan of pictures. Picture paints 1,000 words. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just pick our seed out of the bag. You can put it in your hand, you can put it on a little dish and go through and, you know, seed your tray. So let's see if I can get this to go down just little bit so you can see. Okay, so now how many seeds should you put in a cell? Plant more than what you're wanting, because not every seed is going to germinate. Germinate means sprout, okay? So that means that your seed has popped open and new life has emerged. And then you have cotyledons and then the true leaves and all of that. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna plop pinches of the seed into the cells. Now I know you can't see what I'm doing right now, but rest easy, I got you covered. So I literally just put pinches in there. I don't count because that'll run you mad. I mean, for our friends that need a number, we're going anywhere from, you know, 5, 10, you know, and when you get really small seeds, a pinch can hold 50 seeds, you know, but that part comes here in a second, okay? So, we are doing this ever so quickly. Hope everybody's having a good day. What's everybody doing today? Wednesday, April 22nd. I know everybody's schedules are here, there, and everywhere. You know, some people are working from different locations. Some people aren't. Some people have picked up new jobs. Some people, you know, are having to find new ways. So, I mean, my thoughts and prayers are out to everybody. Okay, so, like I said, rest easy because I got you covered. This is what, don't get seasick. Okay, so that's what our seeded flat looks like, right? Okay, and that is how I seed things all the time. That's pinch here, pinch for each cell. Whoa, hello, big hand. So to give you an example, like on TV, okay, so I planted these on March 18th. These are a month old, and same planting style, a pinch. So you can see that I put way more seed in those cells because each little brown circle is a seed. Don't mind my grubby hands, I've been working in the greenhouse all day. You know, you would expect like a huge amount coming out. You can see, not every seed's gonna come up. So that's why you put more than one seed in there, okay? So don't get discouraged, you know, have fun with it. I'm really not the excellent gardener everybody thinks I am. It's just a passion, and I've done it a few times, so I've picked up some tips and tricks along the way. And never be scared to ask a question, because any gardener isn't gonna make fun of you. They're gonna get excited with you. And if somebody's giving you a hard time, they can't grow either. So anyway, you know, and then when it does come to, say you do have too many seeds coming up in your cells.
Oh, this is heavy, we just watered it.
Oh. Mind you, backtrack. We can't leave our seeds uncovered, no. Okay, so what we're gonna do is put this down here to where you can see it. We're just gonna cover the seeds with some soil. What potting mix do you use, Holly? This is just some stuff that we had at the nursery. It's actually a mix that you'd want to put with like trees. So, I mean, like it has a lot of this bark in it, you know, and that's great for drainage, you know, so trees need that. But, you know, I mean, the mix isn't perfect, so I just picked those out. No biggie. Easy peasy. Okay, so there it's covered, all right? And then you will water it. I don't like to use high pressure water when I'm first starting out seedlings, because you're just gonna push the water all the way out. You can get a squirt bottle and spritz it. Very light drizzle with a watering can, what have you, you know. I've even seen people lay wet paper towels over. I'm just a fan of a light drizzle, you know, and because I have a heavy hand in watering, so I like to water a lot. So if I drizzle just a little bit and get them to dry out quicker, then I can water sooner. So then my pants are gonna get dirty from setting up there. So, okay, say you do have cells that there's way too many and you need to get some out. So what you can do, all right, my scissors broke earlier. What you can do is you can go through and you can snip the excess if you want. I'm not a fan of that. What you can do is carefully, can you see what I'm doing? Let's see here. Okay, so what I do is I'll just take something and carefully dislodge the plug. Okay. And you want to be careful because you don't want to rip the plants. I mean, these are fresh, tender plants. So their roots are very delicate. And what you're wanting to do basically, okay, is dislodge the plug and then just carefully tickle it. Alright, and you can literally separate, right? We have a few more in here. Woo, they're not all dislodged. Okay, there's one more. That is a newbie. Hasn't even, can you see that? Hasn't even lost its seed casing. Such a newbie. Oh, okay. Science hour, kids. You heard me say cotyledon earlier? That is the cotyledon, okay? That is the seed casing that has popped open, all right? And then these fine friends here are considered true leaves. It's true leaves of the plant because there are differences between the two. Okay, cotyledons usually don't have venation like this does. Doesn't have, you know, the spear or elliptical leaf shape. So, there you go. So anywho, I'll take those out and then, here we go, greenhouse secrets, greenhouse secrets. I'll plug it into a cell that there is not a plant. Alright. Okay, so we have our soil handy. Just fill that hole back up. Okay, alright. And then I still have a couple more over here. Where's an empty cell? Here we go. Just gonna dig a hole. You want to dig a hole enough to where, you know, the roots can go in, because you want them to go ahead and keep spreading out. You don't want them to be scrunched in. You don't want to pack them in there like sardines. Alright, so what's everybody planning on planting this season, or what have you planted? I know I've seen lots of people starting seeds. A lot of people that haven't gardened before have started. That's always fun and exciting. I wish you well. I wish you bountiful harvests. So, and then a good tip is always mark your plants. What did I do with mine? Because chances are you're not gonna remember until it grows, and until you know, while you're learning plants and everything, definitely mark it so you can learn the plant as it starts to grow and emerge, and that way you can get to know your plant a little better. Everybody has a name. Plants do. Call them by their name. Talk to them. People make fun of me, but I talk to my plants. So this one, it has its tag, and that way I can remember. Something I like to do is you can either write the date on your tag of when you planted it, or everybody has calendars on their phones for the most part anymore. Put an entry in your calendar, you know, get jiggy with it and put a color on it. You know, you can put on there when you watered and everything. It's fun, you know. I mean, my calendar looks like a rainbow because of that. Life's dreary enough. So another tip, and it's so simple, which most things that are successful are, always Google, you know. I mean, we have this wealth of information out there. Google. Somebody's thought of it, somebody's written something about it. There's probably a YouTube video about it. That's always fun. That's how you come across different things, learn about new products, you know. So I thank my husband for that tip, because I never was a Googler, and he's like, well, let's Google it. Yeah, why didn't I think of that? So a million other people, and that's why we have scrolling. So I hope everybody had a good day and continues having a good day and enjoyed what I shared with you. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below. Send me a message, and we'll get them answered. So have a great day. Share with me your harvest, your pictures, everything, your stories. I love to hear it all. All right, bye-bye.